Zachmimus to the Maximus. We're going to do things a little bit different. So, this is a refrigerator. It's got a freezer on the bottom. And guess what fits inside? Ooh. Yeah. This ain't no Yeti. No. So much better. So much better. This is an igloo. The OG, the original. Alright, you rip the lid off. Boom. You don't need no lid. It's America. We don't need no lid. We do what we want in America. What am I doing now? I'm going to fill it up with some H2O. Dihydrogen monoxide. Water. So it makes life happen. You ever go out on a lake and see how clear the water is? I wonder why that is. And then you go in here, you get your own ice cubes, which, come in these little shells. My Lord have mercy. And they're like, oh my God, they're white and cloudy. Well, guess what? You put water in these trays, top starts to freeze first, then there's air encapsulated in the water, and it's got nowhere to go. So it seizes up inside of the tray and makes your ice cloudy and no good. We are going to imitate lake, creek, nature freezing. So the side walls of the cooler are going to act as an insulator, and they're going to keep the cold temperature out. So the freezer is going to do its job, acting as nature's wind, whatever have you, the air temperature. It's going to start freezing the top layer. It's going to start pushing down. It's going to start nucleation of crystallization. All right, go back to science class. All right, crystals form a crystal at a nucleation site, and they start pushing down. They start pushing. So they start forming a crystal layer. They're going to push all that liquid water down. They're going to push all the air down. So, this water, I'm going to put this in the freezer, just like this. And then, what time is it? It's about midnight. We are going to wait till midnight tomorrow and see what happens. Okay? I'm expecting this is going to be frozen about halfway down, full of pure, solid, crystal clear ice, the way nature intended. Okay? And the air, all that air that's going to be, there's a lot of air in water. Okay? There's a lot of air mixed in with this. Okay? What do you think fish breathe? All right? It's going to push down. So there's going to be a layer, probably about down here, of liquid water. We're just going to dump it off. But the rest of the ice that forms is going to be crystal clear. Crystal. So that is going to last longer in your cocktail. It's going to melt slower. It's going to be more pure. It's going to be everything you want. Everything you want. You want this? You want this? No, you don't want this. It's trash. It's absolute trash. Tastes freezer burnt. It's no good. So we're going to do it my way. The right way. The Zachmimus to the Maximus way. Stay tuned. All right, and we're back. Cool thing is, I made some the next day. I just didn't feel like videoing it. So after one day, it was down a lot less than I thought. A lot less than I thought. And you just dump it out of the cooler. So I got the cooler prepped over there. You just dump it out of the cooler and you just chop it into whatever chunk size you want. So I got a whole bag full and making a drink, and hello. See right through it. Crystal clear. So have this drink out for a few minutes now, barely melting. And Anyway, this one, it's been in like here for like 3 days. Kind of forgot about it. But the cool thing is, you can see the air is starting to seize up down at the bottom. So once this melts a little bit, I'm gonna get the big chunk out, but I'll be able to cut off. So I think 2 days is probably what you want. See, it's real. It's like, oh, it's pretty far down there, frozen. And once I clean up here and dump this out, I'll be able to see how much I need to cut off and see how big of a chunk I got. But here, listen to this. You can hear the liquid water in the bottom of this. So, check it out. You can hear it move around a little bit. But anyway, it needs a thaw. But one very important thing. When you prep to cut this, don't just dump this out and go, oh, you hear it? Some air escaping, some water trying to get out. You don't want to just start cutting this right away. You actually need to temper it and get it to basically leave it sit out for 10 minutes. If you don't, if you touch it with your hands are pretty warm, it's going to crack, just like any glass would. If you go from a really, really, really hot temperature to a really cold temperature or vice versa. So something to keep in mind, you will have a crack on you if you rush. You got to get a clear station, let this thing sit, let it come out, and then you can start chacking away at it and save your ice cubes. It's been sitting out for like 15 minutes or so. Water's starting to drip out the side, which is good. It means it's kind of melting on the side, so it should be able to come out in one big solid block here. So you see that? Oh. You hear the air sucking up into it and the water come out. Oh, there it goes. Oh, nice. Nice. All right. So, just like your, let's see if you can see me here. All right. Just like you can expect in your ice tray, anything that didn't freeze early and push its way down is going to have water, air in it, so it's going to be cloudy. This whole top section here is what we can use. So this has been in here for I think 4 days, 3 days, 4 days. Anyway, a bit too long. I would say the sweet spot is 24 to 48 hours. I would say is ideal. Anything longer than that, because this whole section down here, well, it looks cool as far as an ice block. It's not good. It's not what I want. I want this right here. This is front piece, and then, so I can trim all this off. But this whole section and a half, I'm not gonna use. So what I'm gonna do, probably let this melt a bit more, but then I'll just score it and start chopping it up. All right, ice pick. All right, this is just like dealing with kind of equivalent to forging. You don't want to touch the ice with your hands, just like you don't want to touch the metal if you're forging something. So you need the proper tools. I really need a good pair of tongs. I mean, right now I got this ice pick. See that right? Yeah, this whole piece has got to go. So I'm just doing a quick score. And what I find works best, serrated blade and a hammer. So you know what? We'll go around the side for education. I don't want to wing it here. So everything I don't want, I'm gonna score it with a knife here. Let's see if this breaks. No. We'll go all the way around. Don't cut shortcuts. This is for the YouTube. Whoa. Yeah. All right. Sugar. I'm gonna give it a good old tap through. Oh. So, big chunk I don't like to rub off, no big deal. Go around the sides here. Let's repeat on the other side. Whoa. Gravity is fighting against me. Almost to where I want it. I'm going to cut off that. Actually, you know what? See, most of that's actually pretty salvageable. So what I can do, take the ice pick. That's actually pretty satisfying. Just chip away. And it's got air in it that I don't like. Oh yeah. Oh, now it's warming up a bit. It's warming up. See what I was calling about? Talking earlier about the tempering. Oh man, you can see right through that. So put this here. Clean up my board. News. All right. If there's any cloud on the sides, just let that warm up, let it melt off. All right, this isn't gonna melt anytime soon. I got plenty of time. Time is on my side. So, get my knife. Score it down. But this ice is solid. Solid. To speed this up, now that it's gotten to a warmer temperature, I doubt it's going to crack. But it could potentially. So I would say, this is what I meant about letting it go too long. If you let it get too thick like this, there's no way this is gonna fit in a cocktail glass. So this glass here, I mean, it's just too much ice. It's too much. But you know what would be cool? I'm gonna cut this in half again. Bust out a big chunk. Dropped it on the ground, but you know what, like I was saying, I don't want to use warm water, I'll just use a cool water. Rinse it off a bit. Put this here. I mean, it's like art, you know. I'm gonna cut this huge block, and I can get good 3 nice ones out of this. Score here. Score here. And you want to press down on your knife. You know, you want to push down for a real clean cut. You want to push down up, but look at that. And now I can do whatever I want. I can chop it up. I mean, I can take my ice pick here, cut it in small chunks. Get a paring knife. Really chug this thing out. Oh, that's good. Yeah, still. Yeah. Nope. Let's see here. Oh. You can also just shave it off, which is nice. And then, melt it down to your size. And you can leave this sit on a rack. Beautiful, look at that. Oh, can you see me? Can you see me? Yeah.
And that's what I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna leave these sit in the sink. And I'll put them in a Ziploc bag. But I hope you guys all found that informational and followed my advice. Follow for more tips.